All right, that was an awesome win. That was just an awesome win. Team was incredibly resilient the entire day. I thought our effort and attitude, physicality really showed up. I thought on both sides of the ball, and we made some mistakes that I think where we had some opportunities to separate, but just super proud at the very end, the last drive offensively, and then closing the door defensively there at the end was tremendous. Also want to just say again what a great job that Eddie Zaplicki has done for us. I mean, he has been probably the best punter in the country up to this point. Just how consistent he's been, how great our punt team has been. I thought the field position battle was huge on the day. So, yeah, some big time plays. Big time plays and key moments, and yeah, just proud of the guys, especially after when we start with the pick six, and sometimes deals like that, especially at home, can take the air out of your sails a little bit, and the team didn't even flinch, and we responded well, and to come back and win it was awesome. So proud of the guys. We've talked to them a lot about this 3-game stretch here at the end and what an opportunity it is for us, and we got it started off on the right foot today.
What'd you think of the
after that first pick six? It's like kind of moment where Jaylin put a hand on the shoulder and just was talking through it with him. What did you make of the way he responded from that? What did you just kind of talk to him about in that moment? How did you see him go for it?
Yeah, he did a good job, kind of staying in the moment. I mean, he got on himself on that one, and then certainly on the fumble later in the game. But then he was able to mentally get past it, and I thought the guys made some big plays around him. I mean, he gave guys opportunities to make plays, really throughout the game, and so no, I thought it showed some poise, and you could tell he's played some college ball. But I know he was, excited, nervous, all of that for his first opportunity to really play here at USC, and I thought he handled it well, especially when you start off like that. That's like the last thing that you want to happen, and his response and the team's response was obviously very key.
aside from that response, where did he maybe impress you most?
Well, I mean, he made a few plays with his legs, but I think just his trust in giving guys opportunities to make plays. I mean, I think that was probably the thing that he did the best. He missed a few throws that he normally makes, but he was very trusting of our guys, and I thought for the majority of the game he played very decisive, which was key.
Lincoln, just what went into that, 4th and inches play where you went with the option play rather than just a QB sneak?
Yeah, we felt like it was something that we could execute. We've worked it a lot behind the scenes. Haven't ran it much this year, but yeah, just we got a good look. We executed it. Jaden and Woody did a good job. The line blocked. We had a really good block on the perimeter. I think it was Kyron in there. So yeah, just we knew we wanted to be aggressive in that moment, and the guys did a great job executing it.
Duce, how did you see Jaden maybe bounce back after that pick six, those next 2 drives, 4 touchdowns?
Yeah, I think Jaden's always been a great leader. Obviously, he's had to step into that role a little bit more this week, being the guy. But no, he came over to the receivers, kind of tapped himself, tapped us all on the shoulder, said, that's on me, and then he responded really well.
Coach, with Woody over 1,000 yards now in the season, how impactful and consistent has he been here?
He's been awesome. We didn't know for certain that he was going to play, and so he did a great job. We had a little flu outbreak, which was perfect timing. We're not supposed to have the flu out here. Weather's too good. So we had a number of guys that battled through it, not quite feeling their best. But now he's been consistent, steady, just a tough physical runner. I mean, it's not a shock that the guy plays the way he does every week because he works every day. He's the same guy every day. He comes to compete, and so game day is really no different. And it's something you just come to expect out of him. And he's answered the bell for us all year long. Woody's been a little bit under the weather. We had a lot of guys that fought through it. And there's probably some guys that, you would have understood if they weren't out there. So you could see the toughness of this team and how bad that this team wanted to win this game, how much it meant to them.
Lincoln, you talked about today and the next 2 games and what an opportunity they are for this program. Just how do you view that for the trajectory of the program going forward these next today, including the 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, I think how you finish seasons is always important. Just the momentum that it creates, wanting to continue to build, your young players getting to play more. I think to be the program that we want to be, we're going to have to be great at the end of seasons. We're going to have to play some of our best ball at the end, and that's what good teams, that's what really good programs do. They, no matter the ebbs and flows, ups and downs of the seasons, they get better, and they stay together, and there's a pride about them of wanting to be their best at the end. So we took a great step this week, and looking forward to the challenge next week.
Lincoln, what's your kind of initial assessment of run game overall in this one?
what you guys did, offensive line, kind of everybody's
Yeah, I was pretty proud of it. I mean, really on both sides. I thought, obviously they're one of the best run defenses in the country, a tremendous D line. So I thought we did a pretty nice job running the ball offensively most of the day. We were pretty consistent, and then I thought defensively we did a nice job, especially in some of the key moments. We had a couple that got out, but we were able to get them on the ground, which was key, and not give up the big explosive ones. So we knew that was going to be important against a team that traditionally does a good job of both.
Like I know you said that the quarterback change was made done for this week and not for kind of the future. But Jaden's performance today, just how excited, comfortable, confident do you feel in him kind of looking forward at the trajectory of this program, him leading this program from the quarterback position?
Yeah, I mean, we just got done with the first game, but he did a great job. I think he's a talented guy. I think he's very much all in for this team, and his willingness to be all in for this team has not been predicated on him playing or not, and that's what I like the best. Like it's, your passion for what you do can't be tied to just success or if it goes your way. And the more guys we can get in our locker room like that, these are two guys that have been like that sitting up here with me now. The more guys you get in here, the more games you're going to win.
Duce, you set your new career high in receiving yards today. What does it mean for you to set your new career high, especially considering you're playing with Jaylin for the first time in the game?
Yeah, it's a blessing, especially being able to walk out with a W. But I mean, I did set a career high, but it's not me. It's the guys around me. Without our offensive line playing the way they did, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Without Jaden playing the way he did, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Without the guys around me, playing the way they did, the reason I got my touchdown was because of Zach. He cleared it out, and so just having those guys around me, it's truly a blessing and an honor to play with this team.
Jaylin, can you talk about the defenses last couple of years, not this year, but last year took a lot of heat. This year you guys have really stepped up. Holding teams are basically 20 points a game. To finish the game, sealing it off with interception. Can you just talk about it a little bit?
Testimony to hard work, man. I feel like, our guys come in every day, put our best foot forward, put our best foot forward, yeah. And we come in work every day, ready to work. So it's good to go out there and, get to finish with the win and the interception as well, for sure. It's a brotherhood thing, I brought it to the offense like, nah, we the shark gang. So, it's the shark gang. It's more of a thing where we on the field where we swarm into the ball for the defense, but when we score or when we do anything like that, it shows that we all in. So it's all a brother thing for sure.
Coach Lynn and I taught him that.
Duce, what do you think of the confidence that Jaden has in his arm? He was pretty aggressive down the field, including the one big one on the first touchdown drive to you. It was a pretty nice throw from the sideline. Just the confidence he has in what he can do with his arm.
Yeah, I think, I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's a playmaker, right? So when you have an arm like that, of course you're going to have confidence in it. But, I think it also speaks to the work that we put in the offseason, with all the guys, right? Like we were out there, doing extra work, running extra routes every single day, and we were able to build that trust to where he does trust us to just put the ball out there and trust us to go up and get it. So I think like Jaylin said, it's just a testimony to hard work and all the work we did together.
Yeah, we got to look at it. I mean, obviously, it's been an issue that we've got to correct, and so we've emphasized a lot, we've worked a lot, but we clearly just have to do a better job of it. I haven't seen the replay of the one, but I mean, there's we've obviously got to do a better job there on the edges. So that's going to be a huge emphasis point going forward. That was a big play in this game. We were able to certainly win without it, but it's got to get fixed. Got to get fixed now.
Coach, you talked about some of the players suffering from the flu. Did Jacoby Lane, was he in that boat as well, or was that more of a coach's decision?
No, we've had a lot of people under the weather. It's there's honestly more that are than not. So our building looked like a little bit of a mass unit last couple of days. So no, we'll hopefully we can get some of these guys healthy from that. We were definitely fresher today, but we missed some key bodies and some guys there's a lot of guys that weren't 100%, and we had to adjust some of the reps because of that.
Lincoln, Sam and Cam had the opportunity to take a lot of snaps on both edges. Was that a reason of the sickness, or did you just see what they had done in practice?
No, that was based on performance, and we felt like those guys earned the right to get the majority of the snaps, and they've been able to show some playmaking ability here young in their career, and they're getting better. We're able to do a little bit more schematically with them as we go on, and the more we give them, the better that they get. And so, no, that's been based on performance and jobs that and opportunities that they've earned.
What did you just make of what they did today?
I thought they were impactful. Like you kind of feel them. You feel them on the edges. You feel them getting off blocks. Like they both have a playmaking ability to them. And that's the thing about like great defensive players. There's like do your job, which is hold your gap or cover your man or cover your zone. But then you got to make the play too. Like you got to be able sometimes to like, all right, I've got my gap control, but I can throw off this guy and go make the play. And those two guys have a willingness and a hunger to make plays that you do feel on the sideline.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you guys.